Hello viewers and welcome back to Buckmore Park for round 3 of the Elite Karting Series season. We've already had a host of racing today. Split 2 about to go out for their final race of the day, however, and well, it's a very competitive grid. William Roberts and Matt Putland only separated by 0.04 of a second, which makes up your first row of the grid. Adrian Perez in 3rd position with Ellis Beattie in 4th. Jack Laird and Mike Smith are row 3 of the grid with Ollie Cooper-Welton and Jules Larkin. Row 4, Louis Draper and Elliot Chewsley, your top 10. Once again, just the 0.5 of a second separating the entirety of our top 10. Into row 6, it's George Braun and Luke Nick, both drivers only about 0.6 of a second off of pole position. Chris Phillips and Archie Prattley towards the back of the grid on row 7, however both drivers with good chance to make up some spots. Alfie Shrub and Owen Camber on row 8. Alfie hoping to gain some positions after technically finishing last in that last one due to a penalty. Ethan, Vince Dotsey and Lewis Jolly, the rest of your grid. Lewis, of course, being promoted after winning Split 3, race 2. Third race of Split 2. No Callum Bengelow after his victory in the last one. So we're ready to get going for one final time inside of Split 2. William Roberts then on pole position. Very competitive, 49.4. His best lap time. It's lights out and away we go, and a good start for Will. Looks to cover off Matt Putland down into turn 1 and just about does that. Opens up that inside lane really as they make their way through into turn 1. Everyone else streaming their way through with Will Roberts, as I said, in the lead of the race, looking to go into hairpin 1 and hairpin 2. Everyone getting through just about okay. There's a little bit of battling in the background as Archie Prattley trying to make his way down the inside. The number 4 cars looking to make a way through as well. That's Alfie Shrub, no penalty this time, looking to get his way back through the field. The number 7 getting through, Owen Camber ahead of Archie Prattley as well. So that's how it runs at the back end of this field. The leaders then starting to battle as they make their way down into Garda for the first time in this race. Matt Putland in a very lofty second position ahead of Adrian Perez, and Matt Putland, I imagine, will be looking to challenge for the lead of the race very imminently, Luke.
Yeah, he's doing really well here, Matt Putland today. Won Split 3, race 1, then did a good job in Split 2, race 2, and now he's right up at the sharp end in this race 3 in Split 2, up in 2nd position. So they've somewhat hold position at the start here, but now we've got to go up the inside there. That's Ellis Beattie going up the inside, I believe, of Adrian Perez, or Jack Laird, I think it is actually, going in to hairpin 1. So good move there by Ellis. So Will Roberts, he's managed to hold on to the lead for the time being. We've got Matt Putland regularly here at Buckmore ahead of Adrian Perez, and it is Ellis Beattie, with now Jules Larkin on the inside of Jack Laird as we cut to the drone at the bottom half of the track here. So Jules Larkin at the inside of Jack Laird. Good move there by Jules. Now Mike Smith trying to get in on the Act 2 as they head now up down to Garda. He's trying to get past Jack Laird, so Jack Laird sunk down the order a little bit over the course of this lap, and Mike Smith, who is the only heavyweight driver in this race, he's up into P6.
And battles going on at the top of the field once again. 3rd position, Adrian Perez dropping down into 3rd. Ellis Beattie looking to attack him as they made their way through into Conways, and now a battle once again, as I believe that is Adrian losing out on that position now under pressure as well from Jules Larkin, who goes to the outside line. Jules trying to make his way through. Adrian now back on the inside line. Jules Larkin through the S's, looks to the outside and is able to make his way up into 4th position. So Adrian Perez down into 5th at the moment, I believe, all the way from 3rd actually off of the start. We'll wait for confirmation for that as they get to the timing line. Meanwhile, George Braun also trying to make his way through into a position ahead of the number 17 car, which is being driven by Louis Draper. That is for 10th position. So battles absolutely everywhere as we make our way through, Luke.
Yeah, it is. So Matt Putland here doing a great job keeping up with Will Roberts. Will, remember, is a junior driver, so he's racing at 70 kilos, whereas Matt Putland is a senior driver. He's coming in at about 83 kilos here today. So Matt doing a good job here to negate his weight disadvantage to keep up with Will Roberts. Will, very experienced and very talented indoor karter, got some outdoor experience as well, so he's doing well here as George Braun's now at the inside of Louis Draper, coming out of hairpin 2, now going into the S's. I think Louis will come out on top here though, because yes, he does have the inside for the next 2 corners. As Luke Nick now is actually trying to capitalise on that battling. He's alongside George Braun as they head through Zone Sweep, but George just about manages to muscle his way back ahead of Luke Nick and hold on to that 11th place. As Luke Nick now, as I say that, he's up the inside again of George Braun, but again George has the inside for the next corner and he's able to hold on to his position.
Matt Putland, probably driver of the race so far. He hasn't been able to attack William Roberts, but he has been holding on to Ellis Beattie for quite a while in this one as they make their way down into hairpin 1 for the third time in this race, or the fourth time. I've lost count at this point. It's not my timing screen, but he's able to stay where he is and actually catch up a little bit through hairpin 2, starting to attack Will Roberts as they make their way through into the S's. Meanwhile, there's battling going on. Luca Nick is involved in it. Chris Phillips indeed as well in the 6 car, getting his way through down the inside line. He goes trying to get ahead of the number 5 of Elliot Tuesley and making his way through as well. Elliot Tuesley under pressure from Luca Nick, who dives to the inside into Garda and gets his way through as well. The leader's starting to battle as William Roberts loses out on the lead, and here goes Matt Putland into the lead of the race. Back on the outside goes Ellis Beattie through into Conways, and then the second corner as well into hairpin 1. There'll be 3 wide very, very briefly as down the inside goes Jules Larkin. Adrian Perez trying to make his way up. I think he gets into 4th position, now switches it into hairpin 2 and gets himself up in to 3rd spot, but for how long? Because Jules Larkin back on the inside line.
That was such good racing there. Adrian Perez did 2 overtakes in 2 corners, but Jules Larkin got him back coming out of hairpin 2. Matt Putland meanwhile into the lead on the race. Like you say, he's now got Will Roberts on his back bumper as they head up to Garda. Got Adrian Perez at the inside meanwhile of Jules Larkin, so Adrian getting back up into 3rd for the 2nd time this lap. He's made an overtake for 3rd position, so Adrian Perez now into 3rd place ahead of Jules Larkin, and then you've got Ellis Beattie now in 5th place as Matt Putland goes defensive into top bend against William Roberts. Now Will got the cutback, he's got the switchback going through Henry's Bend. He's now on the inside going to hairpin 1. Will Roberts, he's back now into the lead of this race with Adrian Perez in 3rd place. Now Matt Putland, he's got a good run coming out of hairpin 1 on Will Roberts, but Will's gone defensive and he's held on to the lead for the time being. So Will Roberts back into the lead of this race. Matt Putland, he's leading within the senior class. Adrian 2nd in senior class. Jules Larkin 2nd within the junior class. And then we've got Ellis Beattie, who's also a junior driver, in 5th place as we stay with this drone shots. These drone shots, you can see Matt Putland now, he's got the inside going up into Garda, up the inside of Will Roberts. Can't make it stick though because it becomes the outside 4-cart shot corner, and these 5 carts, they are glued to one another as we reach the halfway point of the race.
They are absolutely glued, and now Jules Larkin looks to the inside line as I believe that's Adrian Perez on the inside of Matt Putland. Is he able to make way through? No, he's not by the looks of things, and it'll be Matt Putland back to the inside of William Roberts. He's going to get his nose ahead here into the first hairpin, the second hairpin rather, can't quite stay ahead, and William Roberts is defending for his life here. Did Matt Putland lose a position there? It looks like he did, and he's lost 2 positions, 3 positions as Adrian Perez goes through. Jules Larkin and Ellis Beattie all making their way through on Matt Putland, who is tumbling down the order at this stage in the race. Adrian Perez then trying to make his way up into the lead of the race into Garda, can't quite make a way through there. It's going to be, by the looks of things as well, Matt Putland trying to make his way up but can't quite make a way through. So from what I can tell, we'll confirm with the timing once again, but it is William Roberts ahead of Adrian Perez, then Jules Larkin, Ellis Beattie and Matt Putland, your top 5.
That was a good move there by Jules Larkin into Garda, and now he's looking for the move into 2nd place on Adrian Perez. So Jules made the move for 3rd, going then into Garda on that previous lap. As we can see, actually just behind them is Jack Led. So Jack Led, a regular here at Buckmore Park, he is catching this pack up. So he is on a bit of a recovery drive after starting a little bit further down the field at the start of this race, but he is doing very well indeed. Just riding the ball very briefly with Archie Prattley. You can see Lewis Jolly in front. Lewis, the winner of the previous Split 3 race, so he's been promoted to Split 2 for this race, and he's making his way up through the field now. As we cut back to this drone shot, we can see it is now Will Roberts ahead of Adrian Perez. Then got Jules Larkin, Ellis Beattie, Matt Putland, and right behind them now is Jack Led.
Well, William Roberts doing, as I said, a fantastic job. 4/10 per second at the line between himself and Adrian Perez, and Jules Larkin in 3rd still, but Adrian gets a little bit of an overlap and into the hairpin. He goes down the inside and looks for the lead of the race, and Adrian Perez gets the lead of the race ahead of William Roberts. It's the first time he's led all race long, and it's happened in the last 4 minutes of this one, the last third of the race, and William Roberts now under pressure from Jules Larkin as well. And finally your 5th place, which I believe now is Jack Led, as they make their way down into the final few corners, and Adrian Perez holds on to the lead. William Roberts still under pressure, this time from Jules Larkin as they make their way into Garda. Jules goes to the inside line and it looks like he's going to squeeze his way through. Is he? It's so close.
Ellis Beattie now on the inside of Jules Larkin as they head through Cafe Curve. They're going side by side across the finish line. Jack Ledd's managed to make his way past Matt Putland on the previous lap, by the way, going into top bend, and he's out the inside going into top bend of Ellis Beattie. So it looks like 2 moves in 2 laps by Jack Ledd in top bend. No way he's going to get past Jules Larkin here. He is indeed. What a move that is by Jack Ledd. 2 karts in 2 corners. He just appeared on the scene out of nowhere, and he's just scything his way through the field. What a move that was by Jack Ledd. He's capitalised on the battling, got up the inside of Jules Larkin, and Jack Ledd now is all the way up into 3rd place in this race. What about this is, we can see further back down the field, we've got Louis Draper going side with Chris Phillips going through the S's now. You can see from up above, from this drone shot, Ellis Beattie, he's got the inside of Jules Larkin, and as they head up to Gardner to Ellis Beattie, he's managed to make his way through now on Jules Larkin. He's back up now into 4th position. So what a race this is in Split 2 race 3, the final Split 2 race of the day. What a battle this is as they come across the finish line with Adrian Perez in the lead.
2 minutes and 30 to go, so we've still got 3 or 4 laps to get this sorted out. Luca Nick, by the way, is having a fantastic little battle here down into the hairpin 1. He goes and he gets past Louis Draper into hairpin 2, gets himself ahead as well. So that's going on at the back of the field, or towards the back of the field, I should say. Meanwhile, Jack Ledd under pressure from Ellis Beattie, as everyone under pressure by everyone in that top 6 or so that are battling as they make their way down into Gardner. Adrian Perez under pressure for the lead of the race then from William Roberts, who looks to get his lead back. Can't quite get the overlap through Gardner, and as they make their way down now into Cafe Curve, it's going to be Will Roberts who gets to the outside line and looks to find his way through. He's on the outside into Conway's. Adrian Perez having to go very, very defensive as they make their way now down into hairpin 1. He stays where he is able to keep that covered, and George Braun meanwhile makes a move down the inside, and he makes his way past I believe Ollie Cooper-Welton. They seem to be stuck together in these 3 races today. There's battle for 2nd position going on. Jack Ledd trying to get himself ahead of Will Roberts, but I think Will Roberts has held on to it as now Jules Larkin fancies his chances, Luke.
Yeah, that's Ellis Beattie there, who was looking up the inside of Jack Ledd. Jack Ledd did temporarily get up into 2nd place, as you saw on the screen. Jack Ledd got up the inside of Will Roberts into hairpin 2, but then Will Roberts got him back on exit. So Jack Ledd now right behind Will Roberts. He's got Ellis Beattie right behind, with Jules Larkin then in 5th place. Matt Putland in 6th as they come up to the start finish line. Adrian Perez, he's going defensive, going into top end, trying to hold on for all his might to this lead of the race, but it looks like Will Roberts has managed to squeeze through on Adrian Perez going through top band. It looks like he's going to be followed through by Jack Ledd. So Jack Ledd now up into 2nd place in this race ahead of Adrian Perez. Just left the door open slightly there, going through the middle part of that corner, coming out of Conway's and into Henry's Bend. So Adrian Perez down to 3rd place, and Jack Ledd, he is now into the lead of the race. So Jack Ledd then, he managed to make his way past Will Roberts into hairpin 2. So Jack Ledd now starting to about middle way down through the pack. He is in to the lead.
We'll be heading on to the final lap this time by as they make their way through into Gardner. So Jack Ledd, an unlikely leader. He'll be hoping not to sink through the field in the final lap of this one. Will Roberts then 2nd position still. In fact, it's Adrian Perez back into 2nd position. Jules Larkin in 3rd. So that is how it runs into the final lap of this race. 5 tenths for Jack Ledd to try and defend. Adrian Perez needs to catch up here as Matt Putland looking for some moves in the back of the shot. He gets ahead of Ellis Beattie, so this race well and truly up into the air. Just half a lap to go now, and it looks like Jack Ledd has very much got this race in his hands. Adrian Perez under pressure from Jules Larkin as they make their way down into the final few corners here. They've got Gardner coming up, and you can see Jack Ledd streams through ahead of Adrian Perez. It looks like he's going to take victory here. Just a couple more corners to go. Adrian Perez going defensive will give the room for Jack Ledd to take victory. He's only had to lead a lap and a half. Drag race in the background between Jules Larkin and Adrian Perez. Adrian Perez is able to hold on to 2nd position. Jack Ledd takes victory by just 8 tenths of a second. The lead changed countless times throughout the course of that 12-minute race, but in the end it is Jack Ledd who's at the top. One of the busier races of the day, but it is won by Jack Ledd, only by about 8 tenths of a second to senior driver Adrian Perez Soroso. Jules Larkin in 3rd position with Ellis Beattie in 4th. William Roberts makes up the rest of your top 5. Matt Putland is in 6th position for RJ Hawkins Limited, with George Braun and Team 22 sitting in 7th position. Chris Phillips, Mike Smith and Ollie Cooper-Welton, the rest of your top 10. All of these guys having a fantastic battle throughout the course of that race. Luca Nick and Open Throttle Racing are in 11th position with Louis Draper and Alfie Schrupp 12th and 13th. Elliot Tuesley and Owen Camber the rest of your top 15, with Lewis Jolly, Archie Prattley and Ethan Vince Dotsey rounding out the rest of your grid. Only 18 seconds separating everyone inside of Split 2 Race 3. Truly one of the better races that we have seen this afternoon.
So we're here with Adrian. Adrian, how was the race?
Intense. I knew I was battling with the lightweights, so I needed to become really defensive. I capitalized on them fighting each other, so I was waiting for my time. And I think it was in the first hairpin when the guy left the door quite open. It's like, it's my time. I went, game P1, and I think I kept P1 for 3 or 4 laps, and then little bump, enough to put me offline downhill. 2 of the guys passed me, and I managed to recover 1. Fair game. It was a really good race, especially when you know you're batting someone is 10 kilograms lighter.
Well, it sounds like a very advanced tactics out there, as it should be, fighting for the lead there.
Yeah.
You're very happy with your race?
Yeah.
Very happy. I mean, that's all that's important. You've had a good time.
That's the whole thing of this, is come here, have a good battle, P1, P10. If you're happy with the race, you go home with a smile. That's what is important.
Exactly. That sounds like a great attitude. Thanks, man.
Okay.
So we're here with Alfie.
Yeah.
Alfie, how was the race?
Yeah, it was alright. It was difficult out there. Obviously, like you've got very competitive drivers in the race, and it's just like you have no space. Like it's constantly like bumper to bumper. Obviously, yeah, I started at the back. It was just one of them things. I could have done better and improved, but when you got a good like quality set of drivers out on the track, it's quite hard to make passes. Like you're constantly bumper to bumper, and like it's so competitive. It's just like just go out there and yeah.